Welcome everyone, it's AndyBear.
And it's MaxiBull. And today is 20th of October.
And today we'll sum up what's going on the market and give us, as usual, forecast, bullish and bearish. A recent 5 days, it was a crazy rally without any real strong foundation. And let me show you what's going on in the market. So this is SP 500. As usual, this is a major index of the whole world. And we have our indicators plus zigzag, just for easy understanding the legs on the market. And what we can see here, initial our forecast. So we expected was the first leg, second leg, third leg, and after we expected, so here will be continuation, it will be follow through from here. But as a result, it was a very sharp reversal. It doesn't matter that it could be like a change to the bearish trend into bullish again, but this reversal is very strong. It's unexpected for bears, I agree. But what I would like to point, and still I expected, so that's I expected that the Monday was the last day, Tuesday, yesterday I expected it was a reversal point, but today I think Wednesday will be reversal point. This is very interesting. We have a so-called Fibonacci indicator. And if you draw the Fibonacci indicator from a local bottom to the up, you can see retracement levels. Every retracement level now perfectly matching fractals, exactly as it was before. If you draw from here up to here, you can see every Fibonacci level perfectly matching local bottom like fractal. It's the bottom of a corrected fractal of correction. So you see 61, 50, 38, 23. That's why it's kind of a confirmation, which is a really point. This is a high point. Their top is in place. So from the bottom to the top, Fibonacci levels, we have a 61 level, perfectly like a resistant line. We have a 38 resistant, and we have almost here on the height 23. So it looks like all the Fibonacci levels now in place, and it could be with very high probability. So eventually we'll get the top. Moreover, this top under this consolidation. So there is under this consolidation a little bit lower. So it's pretty common, you know, this is the first corrected wave, usually almost because nobody really believes this is the trend changing, it's still euphoria on the market. And but it's a little bit lower than this one, the fractal. And if you look at the shares, individual shares, so what are going to have? We have a Tesla on a high and consolidated. Just today will be an American session earnings report, and earnings report expecting not as good as previous quarter. Also, if you look Amazon kind of also consolidation here. And if you look Apple, yes, could be if it will go down because people too optimistic, but again, it's all about this expectations. So moreover, if you look at the Bitcoin, there's also kind of indicator. So it's the first ETF traded yesterday, and this Bitcoin now about $64,000 American, and it's kind of here it's also consolidation. So it's few look here at this one. So this is a previous high, 65. Now we have here, it's about 64. So it's, as I mentioned before, the 65 levels will be very critical, and still, we have to wait. It will be fall through. If today the all index is going down, it could be sharp reversal here and S&P 500. What also I would like to look at the very closely, our famous American bonds, as predicted. Now you see there's already 1.67 and it's going higher. And if it's will be here, for example, remember in March this year, when its bonds reached this level, it was a really congestion on consolidation. It was a very high volatility on the market, and inflation picking up, and industrial production. It's almost all reports, financial data. It's pointing on the economy is growing weaker and weaker. Monetary fund, it's also the reduced forecast about the world GDP and sentence, and the Chinese GDP is pretty weak. So there's inflation going high. And again, if you look finally to SPY, if you look here, that's in SPY, there's so many gaps here. It's gap, again, a huge gap. So all the gaps must be closed. This is also kind of a tradition. And we have 5 almost candles flying. So it's unsustainable. It's kind of an insane rally. It's insane rally. And what we're going to see, there's volume decreasing. So that's all together. I can see that. So it's today, or definitely this week, will be a reversal. There's insanity on the market. This is my view. And as a result, we still, my forecast, it's about 4,000 something deeper. Because what you're going to see here is, if it's the shares are flying to the skies, eventually there's falling to the ground like a stone. So it's almost exactly symmetrical. Trend up and down, especially this one is very strong. It's a kind of a correction. So this is my, still it's very bearish view, American market and overall market. And maybe what we're gonna get here, opposite reaction. So it could be maybe the October, the good month, but in November and December will be down. If it's the October, it's not materialized. I expected, so it's a materialization of good correction, 10% and more in October, but it's not really finished yet. That also you should have taken into account we recently were sunstorm. So it's electromagnetic, the thunderstorm on the sun, and it's also together with a full moon, believe it or not, but the moon is affecting our behavior, and there's lots of evidence. So now it's the full moon plus electromagnetic thunderstorm is generated by sun. Altogether, slightly, that's affected traders' sovereign view at the share market. This is from me.
Okay, now it's my turn. I will show you that I will be real quick today, and I will show you that the price of SPY is going up and follows my guideline regarding the destination of 453. The same situation happens on the FTNT Fortnite, which I predicted yesterday that it will grow, and it grows up to 340. It's continue on track, and I'm very positive about that. Coming to Facebook. Facebook now got through the consolidation zone and now is also positive regarding its direction. So it's very bullish. So all these three shares are going up, and all the rest of market is also going up. So I see a perspective here. I see that the uptrend will continue for 1-2 more days, and then we will see how it goes.
Yes, true. Maybe we will see tomorrow or today. So today we have in earnings reports Tesla, and the Tesla on very high for almost for the whole history. Shares, they are high levels, sits on a high level, and tomorrow will be Intel. So the Intel will be very interesting to see how it's going, because it's a chip maker, and if it's the sales will be disappointed, its results disappointed, yeah, we will see this all the Nasdaq index can collapse. So it's Tesla, Intel, and other companies could really nail the Nasdaq, and of course, because it's lots of famous shares like Facebook and Tesla, for example, in SP 500 index, and he very high, a big portion in the index. So it could be everything will be very suffering from these negative reports. And the next coming week, it will be your love and Facebook reports and Google. So we'll see how it's going.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true. Okay. Thank you very much for watching us. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and see us next time.
Yes, see you tomorrow. And our suggestion to bulls, tighten the stops. Because
yeah, that's true.
Disaster could come any moment.
Absolutely.
Bye.